All right, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Welcome back, everyone. How we doing? Happy Wednesday. Can you bless me? What's up, Robert? What's up, Margin? Dino? Ponzi? Darth Trader. Love it. Ricky? DP? 3D? Christian? Stephen? Closer? Morning, guys. Chef, good morning. G Pilot? Robert? Deb, Ranger, David, Yash, Carlos, Kevin, Angel, Salz. What's up, guys? Soccer was good. We won 3-1. WAP chat, DJ, Fade, BBM. What's up, guys? Money wise? Yeah, soccer's good. Keeping the dream alive, Keeping the dream alive. Soccer, high school state champion here. Look it up. Gulf Coast High School. 4A state champion. Morning, everyone. What an interesting day yesterday. Pretty shit day until we got that late day pullback for me. And some of you guys commented on the video saying, I guess it was smart to break the end of day rule. I guess so, man. I guess so. Yeah, I saw that end of day drop right into, we guys, hope you were here. Hope you were paying attention. The 6120 and the 22,100 levels that I longed yesterday around 2 o'clock were the exact lows that we talked about being the best long of the day here on the live stream yesterday. Verbatim. So if you guys, I know it was probably, some of you probably didn't catch that because it was a later day, but if you did and you watched that level play out, congratulations. That was sick. But besides that, it was a pretty difficult day for me. Early morning, I just wasn't on the right side. I didn't catch the downside. It was a beautiful fade right under all-time highs. Which we'll talk about. We'll sort of drop down into the short term, and I'll show you guys how that played out. Really nice little drop early morning under the all-time high, and a nice fade underneath it. So that was a good trade. I know, shout out Piff, and I know some of you guys out there probably caught that downside. That was the right side of the trade. I just wasn't on the right side of it early morning. So didn't really get anything going, and was able to get blessed. Can you bless me? ES 6120 definitely blessed me yesterday. So pretty nice. Carmine was also watching 6120. Yeah, I'm trying to work with Carmine. I would like to get him on. I'd like to try to do like a dual stream. It'd be pretty cool to get like Carmine on the morning streams or something like that. MRVL's moving. Is it? Oh, my fucking God. Oh. Wow. Yeah, there it is. Shit, dude. Oh, man. Yeah, I wanted this one. Damn. Oh, boy. That was our trade. That was our top watch yesterday. Wow. Yeah, there it goes. All right. We'll watch it tomorrow. Sorry. We'll watch it today. Over 110. We'll talk about it. Wow. There it is. Damn. Huh. All right. Yeah, it was brutal to sit through yesterday. I watched it yesterday do nothing, so let's see. All right, guys, let's get started. Press that like button if you could. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. We're getting there, man. We're almost to that 100K. I appreciate you guys. Appreciate all the support. Let's do it. I'm trying to do a dual stream right now. Oh, Alexa's talking to me. Does this... Did I say Alexa? Does this happen to you guys too? Alexa, stop. Son of a bitch. God damn it. Still talking to me. All right. Let's get started. I'd love to be able to... WAP still needs to figure out how to adjust this screen share. I don't want to share the entire window. Just don't want to do it. I'm going to try one more time. If not, you guys in WAP, sorry about it, but you're going to have to head over to YouTube. I'm going to give it 2 more minutes to try to figure this out. Or you're just going to be looking at my face the whole stream. We'll just share this window here. That works. All right, let's get started. So, today, economic calendar. Economic calendar. Let's get into it. Here we go. Forex Factory economic calendar. Today, you guys can see right here, we have the FOMC minutes. That's really it. Building permits, housing starts 8:30, and then FOMC minutes 2 p.m. That's really just about it. So let's just be aware of that 2 p.m. action. Let's be aware of that coming out. Just make sure we are a little bit cautious of that volatility. That's really all we got to worry about. Earnings side, what do we got on the earnings side today? Earnings side, this morning we had Etsy. Tonight we have Carvana and Toast, which are some interesting ones. Definitely interested to see what Toast does tonight. Tomorrow morning, Alibaba, Walmart. Those are some interesting ones. And then later day tomorrow, Block, which is Square, which is now XYZ. I don't know if the company has changed their name and ticker more than Square. Rivian. And that's about it. You guys saw Nikola went out of business today. When filed for bankruptcy, so that's good. Way to go, Nikola. All right. Let's jump in. So, NASDAQ futures. Here we go. Yesterday, what happened? So, yesterday, let's go ahead and zoom into the short-term time frames. Yesterday, on the NASDAQ futures, we saw this little break underneath the pre-market low. See this right here? This 22,270. 22,268. This right here, this 22,270 level, you can see in the morning session, we failed it, and we just had a perfect failure right below it. Perfect rejection right under it. That should have got me short, right? Very nice, very clean. Just wasn't really in the mindset to look for shorts yesterday morning, so that's, partially on me there. But that was definitely the trade, right? Right here, you can see just the perfect example of a break and retest rejection yesterday morning. You have this very clear pre-market low. You have this very clear drop and rejection underneath it. See that? How it sort of just accumulated underneath that level. What a beautiful drop and break and retest rejection, and a beautiful downside trade to start the morning. So very clean, right? Very clean, very explainable. Perfect fail underneath that pre-market low. Perfect drop underneath this that low. Perfect rejections right underneath it. And what a beautiful sort of continuation to the downside. Perfect. So really nice there. Little upset that I didn't take that yesterday. Definitely sort of killed my morning. I was like, damn, that was the trade. And yeah, that was really it. Now, after that, we started to see these failures underneath 22.2, right? See this right here, this 22.2 hold in the pre-market right here, right? And then you can see right here, from Monday, we had those 22.2 holds from Monday, right? And then look how yesterday we couldn't get above that 22.2 all day. So we had that fail under pre-market lows. We had that fail under Monday's lows right here. Is that Monday's lows? Okay. Yeah, the Monday, it's strange because I just realized that we weren't open on Monday. The future session on Monday, right? We failed underneath that, and we turned that into rejections all day, right here, all day, right? That was beautiful. Now, that rejection finally led us to our golden zone, which was just pure perfection right here, 22,100. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Failing into that level, and that is finally where the longs came in. You ordered a shirt? Carlos, I will check that out today. Sorry if that is not gotten to you yet. I will check on that for you. So why, once again, why did we have that level on the charts, right? Why was that level so important? This is a great example, guys, of trading on the short term, right? But understanding where the levels are on the bigger picture, right? Understanding the levels on the bigger picture while trading on the short term. This is so important to be able to have that. Ultimately it's experience and a skill to start understanding, right? To start, Marvin's going to check on it for you. There's the shirt, man. Appreciate that, Marvin. It becomes a skill and just experience to sort of understand at all moments of the day, to be able to decipher between short-term and long-term levels and sort of get a feel and be in tune with everything. But yesterday, you had to make sure you remembered where that larger term 4-hour double top was and 4-hour high right there was. That was so important, and that was literally the exact low of day yesterday. It was just gorgeous. It's a break and retest a break and retest long entry. It's a break and retest of the previous major 4-hour highs, the exact low of day, and you can see how that came in perfectly yesterday intraday, right? Just gorgeous. So right here, Friday's lows, yesterday's lows, bam, 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 bam. So, with that said, let's now jump into what's going on this morning. So, this morning, the key spot, guys, today is 22,200. 22,200, right here. See these lows? That Monday future session low? See yesterday's highs at 22,200 right here? Look at how in the pre-market today, you're trying to hold that level, right? So, we went from Monday's futures lows to this 22,200 all-day rejection yesterday to now a pre-market hold at that level. That is going to be the key spot. You would like to see the bulls make some kind of a higher low today, right? Try to create some kind of a higher low. Now, if you fail under that 22.2, you will trade back down to this 22,160 spot. And if you break that, you will go right back into our 22,100, right? So here are your levels again. It's the same levels. It's the same channel. The same exact channel from yesterday. You're basically still on an inside day, right? You're just on an inside day right in the center of yesterday's action. So today, we need to see 22,200. We need to see what happens at 22,160. And, of course, the 22,100 down below. 22,2, 22,160, 22,1. Okay? To the upside, we can very clearly see these rejections that came in yesterday, right? Which were rejections that came in Monday. This day off just sort of messing me up here. This 22,270 rejection that came in all in that future session on Monday, which was our pre-market low, which is again causing rejections today, right? See how clear that is? So we need to get above that level. Right? We need to get above that 22,270 level right here. If we can get above that level, then we can continue higher towards the 22,320 up here. Okay? FOMC minutes, 2 o'clock. Let's be aware of that. Let's just play these levels, and that's it. QQQ. Previous all-time high. That's going to be the judge today. Can we hold above this? Previous all-time high is right here, 539.15. We need to hold above that level, 539.15. For now, just not holding above it, right? We keep sort of failing to hold above. We need to get a hold above 539.15. If we can hold above that 539.15, I think that is a very good reason to look for upside continuation. It does look like there is a little bit of a level right around this 538. Is it 538.50? I mean, gap fill. We might want to put that gap fill level on. It's right by this gap fill, right? 538.25, 538.50. It's right in here, right? See this little zone right here? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and do this, guys. I'm going to look at it sort of like this for now. So I'm going to put a little green zone here around this 538.50 because it does seem like you are trying to hold. If I look at this 5-minute chart on the Qs, look at where you're trying to hold above right now. You're trying to hold above. Yeah, this is the level, I'd say. Look at this right here on the 5-minute. So you got sort of this Friday's close, right? Right over here. Right around that 538.50. Right, it's right generally. It's not exactly 538.50, but that general high from Friday, right around here. You have these all-day rejections yesterday, right here, right? And look at the hold that's trying to come in pre-market right here. So that looks like a nice spot. That's going to be a level to watch today. But it looks like you are continuing to fail below the 539.15, which is that rejection high, right? That you just can't quite hold above. So this is going to be a tricky area here. I think it gets a little bit cleaner as you move lower, right? I think it gets much cleaner as you move lower at the 537 right in here. I think that's a lot cleaner, right? At these lows, at these highs, I think the 537 is much cleaner. And then below that, the 536 was just the exact low, which is beautiful, right? Down here, 536. Down here, 536, right? You can see those two 536 lows. If we do get another drop there, then maybe we'll look for that hold again, okay? I'd say this 538.50 is your immediate watch. If we don't hold that, we're going to see that 537 again, right down here. We're going to see that 537 again, right down here. It looks like that upside supply is just pretty heavy up here in the 540s, 541s, okay? So look for these pullbacks. Pullbacks are our friends right now. Let's look for 538.50. Let's look for 537. Let's look for 536. Let's see how these line up with our NASDAQ futures, 22.2, 22.160, and 22.100. You can see right now we are rejecting this high pretty clear, right, at 22.270. See how the market's already rejecting that? Pretty clear right now. That is also the ES rejecting 61.47, which is pretty damn clear as well. Right here, 61.47, 61.47, 61.47. You can see these holds at 61.47, and 61.47 is rejecting again. So very clear 61.47 rejections here, here, and here. And then up here, you can see those holds at 61.47. So that is definitely the ES level to watch today. That is definitely the ES level to not be long into today, 61.47. Very clear. To the downside, it looks like it's around this 61.30 spot. That looks to have some support. This is that Friday low from right back here. This is 61.30 from yesterday, and it looks like that could be a nice spot to look for some kind of a long opportunity today at 61.30. You would like to see a higher low form at 61.30 after the 61.20 hold, right? You would prefer a higher low to form around the 61.30 today after this 61.20 low a day from yesterday. Of course, if we do drop into the 61.20, then that could be a hold again as well. Bruce, you got hacked in China. Damn, are you surprised? Sorry to hear that, Bruce. Hopefully it's not too bad. Hopefully it's just some accounts. Hopefully nothing too personal. So zooming out to the hourly chart, right? Remember, why 61.20 right there, right? Sneeze coming. Excuse me. So 61.20, right? 61.20, major lows, very clear. That was our level we watched yesterday, and it looks like we're probably going to have to watch it today again. Because right now I'm saying this looks pretty weak. This looks pretty weak right now. So 61.47 just looks like the line in the sand. That looks like a heavy spot. Fails, 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 and fails. 61.47. So please be careful of being long into that, guys. I will say this, okay? I will say this. The weaker this starts to look up here, the more likely, okay, guys, clip this part of the live stream. Okay, clip it. How do I clip things? Create highlight video. How do I think you can clip things in the live stream. I got to figure out how to do that. Clip it. The more this gets weak up here, right? The 61.47, the weaker this starts to look. And if we continue to see failures underneath this level and we continue to see a lack of movement to the upside, the higher the likelihood that we're going to need a pullback to 6,100, okay? We could need this pullback to 6,100 right there. I think that is very possible, okay? This would most likely be one of the best pullbacks that you could look for right here, 6,100. Why? Because that is a major previous high right here. And that is also a major daily 20 SMA. Okay? That is likely the best pullback. That would also be, if you draw like a fib, I know the fib boys love it, be about a 61.8 retracement, right around that 6,100. It would just be, I think, the right move. So, why do I bring this up? Why do I bring this up? Because there is going to be pandemonium from the people that aren't watching the market, that don't understand what's going on, if we drop 0.6% on the SPY, right? It's going to be pandemonium. Why are we tanking? Why is the market crashing? Should I sell my long term? Is Nvidia done? Is Apple going out of business, right? Should I sell my house? Will I get fired? Right? Is my job in danger? All those things will start as we get this pullback to 6,100. Okay? Now, if you want to make money, I would recommend being the person that understands that that is simply a better buying opportunity. Okay? And I would make sure you lock in and pay attention to the level instead of panicking if we get that drop. There's my fair warning to you. We are probably going to get this at some point, in my opinion. Unless you just sit up here and that daily 20 catches up. That's the only other way. The only other way is if you just sit sideways up here for like a week while this daily 20 SMA catches up to price action. Okay? All right. There's your read. There's your fair warning. You're probably going to need to see that daily 20 SMA at some point as we deviate above it. It looks like you're just sort of getting tired up here. Unless that 6120 really steps in again. Okay? SPY. So look what the SPY just did. Nasty rejection of 611, right? Nasty rejection of 611. That's a nasty rejection of all-time highs. So that's very clear today, right? We can very clearly see what's going on here. We are unable to hold above the all-time high once again. Right here. Right here. Right here. Right here. Right here. Right here. We are unable to hold above that 611 level. So, 611, 611, 611, 611, 611 again, and 611 again. So, we failed, we rejected, and this looks like it could get sort of weak. If we stay under 611 today, we're staying weak. We're going to look for a pullback towards this 609. Looks like it's probably more like, I'd say it's a little bit more like 609. It could be 609 on the dot, but looks like a little bit of a zone here, right? 609.50. I'm going to call it like 609.50 to 609 right here. It's like a little bit of a zone, right? I don't see it as a perfect 609 or 609.50. It's going to have to be something we watch in here. I'd say anywhere between 609 and 609.50. You can see these lows yesterday, these lows from Friday, these lows from Thursday, or like these hold levels from Thursday. This little drop here, right, even down to that 608.50 yesterday. I mean, this whole zone's going to be tricky on the short side. That's pretty much, I mean, this whole zone's going to get tricky on the short side. So pretty much when I look at something like this, guys, what I would say to myself, here's what I would say to myself. I would actually more put it like this. I would look at it more like let's be careful shorting anywhere down in this sort of third, right? Anywhere down as we start to get close to 609, I would start to de-risk my shorts, right? Because you have so much sort of dance here. Holds here, holds here, right? It could be anywhere in this area. It's not going to just be a singular level. Who's calling me right now? On a Tuesday night? Oh, shit, I sort of have to take this. I can't. I got to text them back. One second, folks. No, not Carmine. It's my electrician. It's Mr. George. Mr. George. 608.50, 609, right here. I'd watch that zone, okay? 611, watch those rejections. And then 612 up here, watch those rejections. Okay? IWM. Right here. IWM. 227.50. 225. That's it. Very easy. 227.50, 225. That's your channel today. SMH. Good holds on SMH yesterday. Really good holds on SMH yesterday. Right above that 251, right? And we're still in that gap. Probably still targeting that 260. Probably still targeting that 260, in my opinion. Okay? All right, guys. So that's the futures. Actually, let's go to the Dow Jones. We missed the Dow Jones. Let's go to the Dow. Okay, yeah, Dow's perfect. Look at this 44.750 rejection. Still coming in. 44.750 on the Dow, same level. Just can't get above it. Look at this. 44.750 down into 44,400. Wow. The Dow was the man, once again, the Dow just showing how perfect technical levels are on the Dow. I really do believe that the Dow is the cleanest technical analysis on the market at times. All right, it just yesterday perfect, man. 44,750 right to 44,400, right back to 44,750. This is beautiful. So yeah, looks like a really clean trader. Just Dow Jones, guys, for you future boys out there. I'd take a look at the Dow, man. Pretty clean levels. Pretty clean levels. All right. 3,100 people here. 900 likes. Can you guys press the like button? Bless me. Bless me with the like, please. If you want to bless me with the subscribe as well, I appreciate that. Can you bless me? I can't get that out of my head, man. I'm sorry, guys. Get a sip of water. Essentia. Okay, 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. Pause. Be right back. I have returned. I have returned. All right. So, let's jump into the stocks. Tesla. Excuse me. Tesla. Same levels. Nothing has changed. Same levels. Building permits higher than forecast. Okay. So, 365, 350. Hamish. No, I had to go open my lanai door for the electrician to come in. 365, 350. Same levels. Nothing has changed. I got this question a lot yesterday. What's up, Chris? I got this question a lot yesterday. Are you going to start adding to Tesla? I'm not. I don't want to add to Tesla until it gets over 365. Why? Because I just think that this is still just a little bit of a questionable area here. I do like the hold enough to be light, right? To like take it light and get in with small size, right? I like this hold to get in with small size over here, but I don't like it enough to be starting to get heavy. I don't like it enough to start to get heavy. To me, I think you need to be over 365 to get heavy. You got to get over this supply high. If you can get above 365, I think that's valid to look for the upside continuation and to add into positions. For now, I would not take it heavy, guys. I would keep it light, see if Tesla can maintain this low. If not, just take a small loss, right? That's really it. So that's really it for Tesla. Nvidia was about to take some profits on Nvidia yesterday, guys. I was close. I'm going to be honest. I was very close to starting to wrap up my Nvidia trade, but I sort of was watching this high from Friday at 138, and man, did that hold well. So I'm pretty happy that I held. I still think that 138 looks very good. I like that hold at 138 and 138. As long as Nvidia is over 138, I will continue to hold my position. Now, what would be fantastic is if Nvidia traded sideways and this 100 SMA caught up to price action. That would be huge. If that happens, I think you will get your next blast off on Nvidia if you can get that 100 SMA to catch up to price action. But that would require Nvidia to stay pretty solid for the next few days while that catches up. I think as long as Nvidia is over 138, it's fantastic. If you break below that, you'll likely see some slippage towards 135. And, of course, the gap fill rejection yesterday is the problem. I don't know who Traveling Trader is, Daniel. 142 gap fill rejection is the level to watch right here. 142. That needs to break, and we need to hold above it. Very, very important. Pump. Appreciate that, brother. MU and Lulu, you got it. You got it. We're going to go into MU right now, actually. MU, big move yesterday, right into our 108 and 200 SMA. That was our exact target, was it not? If you came to the live stream, you know that. So 108, 200 SMA was our exact target. You can see that that's starting to reject. So once again, we need to get over 108. Guys, I would truly just wait for this to get over 108. That's it. You can look for the pullback long at 105 if you please. But you need to understand if you are going to get long at 105, you are longing right back into the 200 SMA, which is just not good risk reward in my opinion. So for me, you got to get over 108. That's it. Over 108, over the 200 SMA, you can start to get some real action on this chart. That's what I would look for. Okay? That's what I would look for. Yeah, let's jump into Intel. I think I'm going to buy some shares on Intel, guys. I think I've decided that I want to dip my toes in some Intel action. I'm going to look for a nice entry point. I'm thinking maybe this 26, anything above this 200 SMA is really what I'd like to see on Intel. So 2650, 2560, 2475, those pullback levels are definitely what I'm watching. If I zoom in over here on Intel, if you guys look at these previous highs back here, you can see right here, previous high, 2650, previous highs right here, 2560, and then this 2475 level is the 200 SMA. So if I zoom over, right, what I'm going to look for today is a hold of 2650. That's number one, right here. I'm going to look for a hold of 2650. I'm going to look for a pullback to 2560. And if we get a pullback to the 200 SMA, that would be even better. I would say as long as Intel is over the 200 SMA, this is very, very interesting. Guys, we talked about this 2 weeks ago, And I'm going to talk about it one more time, and I'm going to continue to just sort of give you some, insight, at least in my mind, where my mind's at. I don't know how much longer you're going to get Intel to trade at book value. And it's probably no longer trading at book value, but at some point down here, it was literally trading at the value of the company if they just liquidated their assets and sold everything. It would be worth what it was trading at, which is literally unheard of in this market. That is literally unheard of in this market. For a stock like a semiconductor stock to be not trading at any kind of multiple is just wild, right? So, man, if you can risk $25 a share, which is it at zero and bankruptcy, I really don't know why you... It's not a bad idea, man. I mean, if you can just let it go to zero, if you want to buy some shares, I don't see the problem here. I really don't see that being a huge risk. So I'm going to buy some shares. I'm going to let them sit. That's it. I'm going to believe in the American Intel, the American semiconductor, and I'll see you guys in 10 years, man. That's really it. I'll see you in 10 years. If we're still making live streams in 10 years, then we'll see where Intel is. So, yeah, I think it's an interesting buy. I think it's something to look into. I think it's an interesting opportunity. And let's see. SMCI, motherfucker. I had SMCI shares at like 38 the other week and just didn't have trust in it. And you know what? It is what it is. SMCI is a hard one to trust. And maybe Intel brings back the dividends, Daph. Who knows, right? Who knows? So, SMCI, I mean, the break and retest of 37 was just insane. Absolutely insane. Right here. 37, previous highs. Look at that break and retest long. Oh, my God. Just pretty gorgeous, man. Break and retest long at 37. Bam, bam, bam. Sick. So that's gone. The next real entry, my friends, I'm going to show you the next real entry. The next real entry is right here at 50. That's your next real entry. A pullback long at 50 is now really what you want. A pullback long at the daily 200 is really what you want if you want to take a proper long on SMCI. You're going to see rejections up here at 64. Right here. 64. You're going to see rejections at 6.4. No doubt. That's a very clear shelf over here. So please be careful at 6.4. There's likely going to be some rejections there. You might see 64 before you see 50, right? You might see this continuation of squeeze up towards 64 today. That's very possible. You can draw out some of these short-term levels, which looks to be around 58 and right around this 55 spot. I think that those are some short-term levels you can watch to see if it just sort of rides some of these structures, right? Some of these short-term structure levels right here and right here, right? Those are some two possible long spots. But I think the key long would be back at 50 or at least back at the 200. We'll see if we get it. Okay, here's the next question. Is it time to get serious about AMD? Right? Is it time to start getting a little bit more serious about AMD? This is something I'm going to have to start watching, right? Let's see, right? Let's see if it can get over the 20 SMA today. Let's see if it can hold 113. Let's see if it can finally create some type of a higher low, right? And for me, if it gets back over 120, I think it could definitely set something up. So for me, 120 sort of the line in the sand. I'd like to see it over 120. Okay? I'd like to see it over 120 to really get confident in the upside. Can AMD hold 113? That's pretty much all I'm waiting to see. That's it. I'm not interested in it on the intraday. If anything, I'm interested in maybe buying some shares if I think there is a comeback behind this name. We shall see. Broadcom dropping this morning, just sort of failing that 238 level, has not been able to get anything over that, so I haven't been touching Broadcom at all. Just haven't really been involved in Broadcom trades because I'm just not really seeing the action that I'd want to see right now. So I'm leaving Broadcom alone. Really not much interest here. 224 and the 50 SMA could be sort of a sneaky long for sure. But this 238 level up here, guys, is just stout, and I just don't think I want to be messing with it. So 224.50 SMA and 238 supply, pretty clear. Qualcomm, not much going on, needs to get over 176. ARM, it's good off 155, but it just can't get a move on, right? It's good off 155, but it just can't get a move on. So not much going on for ARM. And MRVL. How could I forget? So MRVL yesterday, we talked about this being one of the most interesting long opportunities on the semiconductors. I still believe this is 99.50. Look at that low that came in. Look at the reclaim over 105 yesterday. Look at how this held 105 yesterday on a pullback, right? Look at that. And look at how MRVL is squeezing up this morning. So what does MRVL need to do today? We need to now see a hold above 110. If we get a hold above 110, we will get upside, I think, probably towards this 113, 112 area, right? Up in this 50 and 20 SMA. If we get above that, we go to 116 again. I would look for MRVL to turn 110 into support today. If it does not, it fails, okay? It needs to turn 110 into support. You need to wait for that. And the reason I get a little bit loud about that is because I have a story for everyone, okay? I have a very good story for everyone. And it's a story that I will probably, once again, I'm getting people commenting to me that I'm too mean to them, right? If you guys think I'm too mean, stop watching the live streams, okay, and get out. Here is the story that I'd like to tell. Yesterday, I got a comment on my live stream that said, man, Desi, you got me so bullish on Google, and I lost a shitload of money. That was the comment. Now, here's my answer to that. If you paid attention to the live stream yesterday, I said that Google, and I've been saying for 2 weeks now, I've been saying the same thing on Google. Guys, go back to the last 2 weeks of live streams and skip to when we talk about Google. You will literally hear me say the same thing every time. It needs to get above 190 for upside to come in. It has to get above 190 for upside to come in. It has to get above 190 for upside to come in. You can see my alert that's set there. It's been set there for weeks. I would not long Google off this 184 unless it gets over 190. It needs to get over 190 for upside to come in. So if you longed Google yesterday right under 190, then you have every reason to lose your money. Every single reason to lose your money. 190, this area is quite possibly the worst place to long it. It's the absolute worst place. It's the worst place. That is the most stupid long to take. Why? It's literally at the exact rejection highs right under 190, and it's rejecting these lows. It's the worst place to long Google. You do not long here. Why did anyone long Google yesterday? I have no idea. It's not over 190. Why 190? Look at this 4-hour chart, guys. So, why did I bring this up? I brought this up because it's the same about MRVL. If you go to MRVL and we just said 110, it has to get above 110. So, if you wake up today and you can't help yourself and MRVL opens the day and it's trading around here, right? And you say, oh, Desi likes MRVL, I'm going to long it right here. Okay? Okay, I'm going to long it right here. Great, long. Bam. Never got over 110, smacked in the face. Lost money. Why do you think you lost? Because it didn't get over the key level. You need to get MRVL to hold over 110. The same way Google needs to hold over 190. If it doesn't happen, then find a way to stop clicking the button and stay patient. Okay? Very important. This is very important stuff, guys. And if you don't like my tone, then once again, get out. I talk about this because I'm not going to just hold your hand and say, oh, it's okay, right? It's okay you lost money yesterday. You longed right into supply. You'll do better next time. No. No. Stop. Don't do that. Don't long Google if it's near 190. It doesn't make any sense. Maybe you can long it sneaky down here at 184, right? If you really want to get aggressive on it, which you can see is still working. But if you're going to long Google, you need to long here and you need to sell here. And if you want to get long again, you need to long above here into here. That's it, right? This is your buy zone if you want to get really aggressive, which I don't love. This is a much more interesting buy zone above 190. If you're long 184, your sell zone is 190. And if you're long over 190, your sell zone is 195. And that's it. That's it. Okay? Very important. So, this is very similar to Amazon, right? What did we talk about on Amazon? We said how Amazon needs to get over 231, right? You can see my alert here, guys. I've had this alert on my charts every day we've walked into this live stream. What happened yesterday? Amazon rejected 231, went straight down. So we avoided taking a loss, right? We avoided longing Amazon because it just cannot get over these supply highs. So what is it now, right? What is Amazon now? You can't long Amazon now if it's below 228. You can't do it, right? Previous lows, previous lows, previous lows, break, retest, rejection is the trade right now. So if you want to look short Amazon, look for fails at 228 today, right? Look for fails at 228. If Amazon reclaims 228, you might be able to long that back into 231. But ideally, you need Amazon to get back above 231. If not, then this looks like it's possibly looking for more downside to me. Right? 225 is a big hold level. If you reject under 225, you might see that 220 again. Netflix. So, Netflix, good hold of that 1025 low, except look at what's going on here on Netflix. Look at these lows and look at these rejections. See that low right there? Look at those fails. I don't like that. I don't like that. I would not long Netflix now until you get over this. You need to get over 1040. I'm upsetting alert there, actually. Create alert. Above that, if it's not above that, it's no long. Meta. So, Meta finally gave you a pullback yesterday, which is quite nice. Can it hold up today, though? That's the question. Meta, you can see right here, previous highs at 705, pulled back right into it. 705 held into end of day. Can we hold above this 705 today? Right here. Can we hold over 705 today? If we can hold over 705, I think Meta can try to, recover back to the upside. If we break under 705, we're going to trade back to the daily 20 SMA, which is right here at 690, which would be a great pullback to watch for. 690, 705. Very clear. Palantir. What a hold of 118 yesterday on Palantir, man. Absolutely perfect. Look at this thing. 118, 118. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful 118 hold. Today, I would look for pullbacks to 120. I'd look for holds of 122.50 right here. 122.50, 120, 118. Those are your levels there. What else? Apple. 240 is still, I think, the pullback you want down at the 50 SMA. Apple failing to get above 246. I would be very careful longing Apple right under 246. I would want pullbacks to like yesterday's lows or 240, personally. HIMS. Yeah, HIMS just sort of holding above this 56 area. That's what I'd watch. What's CrowdStrike up to? CrowdStrike. Man, still holding these levels. What is this level? 445? Yeah, CrowdStrike just stout, holding 445. What's this high right here? 455? Yeah, it looks like 445, 455 on CrowdStrike. Lulu for pump. Yeah, Lulu is an interesting one here. This 365 reclaim and hold, actually quite interesting. Right here, 365, 365, 365. We already went over SMCI. Yeah, I'll put it. Did I not go over it in the Discord? If I didn't, I'll put it there. Lulu, interesting off that 365. However, might be limited to that 390 spot there. But look at, yeah, that's interesting. That is interesting. I would watch this. Look at how Lulu sort of filled this gap on that daily candle. Look at that. Look at that daily candle after filling that gap right there. That is quite nice. So you filled this gap. You filled the earnings gap up. You reclaimed the 365. This could be very interesting. I would say from here to 390 is pretty clear, right? From here to 390 is pretty clear. I would say it starts to get a little bit choppy at 390, right? I'd be careful up at 390. Walmart. Walmart's up and to the right. And the only time you long Walmart is off the daily 20 or daily 50. Guys, I want you to look at this chart, okay? I want you to look at this chart. When is the best time to long Walmart on this chart? Look at this daily 20 SMA. Look at this daily 20 SMA. Look at this 50 SMA. I would long Walmart either here or the next time it comes into the daily 20. And that's about it if you really want to be involved in Walmart. You got to wait for one of these moving averages. Look at how it's held these moving averages all year. Look at these. Look at this opportunity off the 50. Wait for it to come back. You got to wait. You got to wait. That's it. Got to wait. Coinbase, here's what I'll say. All right, let's go over our Bitcoin analysis. Let's go to Buttcoin, okay? Our Buttcoin analysis. It did look weak yesterday, but guys, I'd be very careful. Buttcoin could hold here again around the 92,000, 90,000 level, okay? This could bounce again. Look. So, if we get another bounce here off 92.90, right? You're going to get all the coins, the MicroStrategies, the IBITs. You're going to all get them going higher again. So, I would watch the 92.90 spot, 92,000, 90,000, and that could be, you know, another sort of pop on Bitcoin. Under 90,000 is where I'd look to play short the Bitcoin move. And I would look to short IBIT under 50 right here if we get it. But it's still holding. So if we get a bounce off that low, you're going to see a bounce on the crypto names. All right, guys, I got to head out. Let's go over to the NASDAQ futures. It looks like we are sort of dancing here. I mean, we're rejecting these highs very clear at 22,270. We're still holding that 22,160 low. We're still above that 22,1. So guess what, guys? It's looking like an inside day right now. Looking like an inside day. And an inside day could get sort of difficult. So let's be careful of that. ES, 6130 looks to be a hold spot. That's coming in right now. SPY, sort of right around that 609, 610 spot. But it's just right in the inside of this channel from yesterday. That's just sort of gross. QQQ. Yeah, I don't really like this action. I would say I just don't even like that level there. I'm taking that off. I don't like it there. It doesn't do much for me there. I would say if you're under all-time highs in the Qs, you stay cautious on the longs, and I would start looking for deeper pullbacks. 537, 536. You need deeper pullbacks, guys. If you're going to long an inside day, you need a pullback. If you're going to short an inside day, you need a bounce into supply. You can't get you need to look for those extremes, and you need to look for the sort of the reversal into the mean. Right? An inside day, a sort of sideways day, the opportunities are at the extremes coming back into the mean. Right? So at the extremes into the mean is where the opportunities arise when you're trading in a channel. So if we go extreme lows, look for the reversal. If we go extreme highs, look for the rejection. But for now, I think this is the cleanest look. ES 6150, ES 6130, ES 6120. That's very clean. That's the cleanest look there for me. Definitely going to be watching the ES very closely today. Also on the SPY, 611, very clean. 609 lows, between 609 and 608.50, very clean. NASDAQ futures, 22,160, very clean. 22,200, very clean there. And 22,100, very nice. Clear highs at 22,270. Okay? All right, guys. That's all I got. Hope you have a fantastic day. Hope you have a fantastic trading day. If you enjoyed the live stream, please press that like button before you head out. If you guys are new, please subscribe to the channel. Help me get to 100,000 subscribers. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace and love.